And good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition SmackDown post show plus SummerSlam preview. We're going to go over all the matches for both Saturday and Sunday. And a programming note: we will be on the air here immediately following, actually, it'll be 15 minutes after SummerSlam. Both nights we will be on the air. It'll be the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition, and we're going to talk about the SummerSlam Saturday and Sunday. So we'll have two post shows, but tonight we're doing a pre-show to cover both nights, and we're going to go over all the matches. The final contestant for the final person tonight was determined for the 5-woman ladder match for the interim women's championship. And that was Lash Legend. Congratulations to her. She is the fifth and final woman involved in that. All right, with me tonight is once again Brian Pettit from the Sports Break Media. Brian, good evening. Welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you this evening? It's Friday.
It's Friday. We made it to tonight. It is. Okay, the Saturday of Ralph is tomorrow. I'll go over that later. But also Sunday, just a programming note, there was some issues at 12:50 with the Ralph Williams Tony Moreno show. So the 2-hour shows lasted a half hour for the first hour, and then after that they lost power. All right, so the 2 hours that we were supposed to do last week, we are doing this week. So that way you'll get that. We will return back next week with new material, just to let you know that. All right.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So, all right. We got Sherry here. Thank you, Sherry. I don't know what that means, but we'll.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not written in English. If it's not in English, I don't understand it. So whatever. But anyway. All right, Brian, let's go over SmackDown stuff real quick. Nothing really to brag about tonight. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk had it out at the end, as usual. But tonight's results, Lash Legend beat Julia. Tonight she qualifies now. And the fifth and final person woman for the ladder match. Now, here's an interesting one tonight. The War Raiders versus Damian Priest and R-Truth tonight for title versus title tonight. I thought that was going to be a good match until the Tonga brothers decided to come in and interfere. Tama and Tala Tonga from the MFTs. Now, here's the kicker. Guess who their manager is? Their father, Haku, is here. He is their manager. What do you think about this? Haku managing his kids.
I think it's going to be an interesting way they're going to set it up. I didn't realize they were actually going to have a manager like that, but he got him motivated. And they came out there and they just went in there with their head on fire, and that's what they get. Beating up everybody. So this might be a good move. I wonder what the storyline is going to be too. I just wonder what the storyline is actually going to be.
That's going to be an interesting scenario right there. And then on top of that, there's sentiment going around that Paul Heyman is either going to return as the wise man for the bloodline, or Rikishi is going to be the new wise man for the bloodline. I'm hearing that story as well. So we're going to find out where all this goes with these Tongan families and Samoan families as we go along. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green took on B-Fab and Meechin. Of course, cheating happened, and B-Fab and Meechin won that match. Oh, boy, every time. So, and don't forget Jay Cargill and Charlotte Flair are in that. I believe they're in that ladder match, too, on tomorrow. So, Ray Phoenix versus J.D. McDonough. Ray Phoenix won. Some referee finally did his job and got rid of Dom. So Dom Mysterio.
You had Danhausen too there too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you, Sherry, for being part of the program. Much appreciated. Also, we're simulcasted on Sports Break Media tonight as well. And we are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. I am the revolutionary. I am the visionary. I am Ralph Williams. And I want you to acknowledge us tonight and acknowledge us tomorrow night after SummerSlam Night 1, after SummerSlam Night 2. No pre-shows tomorrow. We're doing it tonight. So we hope you enjoy the late pre-show tonight of SummerSlam. Let's go over some notes here real quick. Nothing to brag about again. Finn Balor did his little segment. And
what do you think about Trick Williams and that little?
Yeah, that little thing with Trick Williams and CM Punk. We were going to talk about that tonight. I had that down here on my notes. CM Punk and Trick Williams met up in the hallway there, or in the back, and Trick started getting all arrogant, going on and on about how he's going to come after CM Punk, and CM Punk says, "I'm going to whoop that Trick." And
yeah, I did.
He said, "Boy, you're a little too inexperienced to even be where you are." So, CM Punk, he knows how to carry himself. And what'd you think about that confrontation right there?
That was kind of a weird conversation. It's one of those weird ones you just kind of like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, okay, where's this coming from? Trick, stay in your lane. You got a match tomorrow night or Sunday. So you better hold it down, buddy, on Sunday. I wouldn't be going after you never know who's going to come after you now.
He's fighting a hungry Baron Corbin who's back with the WWE. And tonight he called him all kinds of bald-headed names and all that stuff. But you know what, though? Baron Corbin said it perfectly. He said, since I've been gone, I've learned a few things. And one of them is to be patient. And if you notice tonight, he wasn't real like he didn't come out all funked up. He didn't come out all, you know what I mean? He came out nice and quiet. He walked out. He said a couple things, and he was patient. And, so, and that's something he did learn when he was away. He was in MLW. He was the champ there for a little bit. And he was floating around the indie circuit. And now you've got the new Maple Leaf Wrestling, which is Scott D'Amore's wrestling company that is now soaking up some of these people. And, so, you got a lot of competition out there now. It's more than ever that I've ever seen in a long time.
More than enough.
I'm happy for Scott D'Amore. I'm glad that he's got his wrestling company going. Former executive with TNA. He was in charge of TNA for a while till Tommy Dreamer took over. And then now Tommy Dreamer's no longer involved with them as well. So, but anyway, as I mentioned before, there we go. There we go. And more for starting his new wrestling company. All right, tonight, Michael Parsons was in the stands tonight. Green Bay Packer with his kids.
Yeah.
He's recovering from a knee injury, has a back problem. I don't know if he's going to continue to be a MASH case. I think this year we're going to find out for sure, Brian, as to whether or not that trade is going to be who won that trade between Green Bay and Dallas.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Because but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Michael Parsons in the stands tonight. So tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Blast show, which is on at 10 a.m. here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network, we're going to be talking about the AFC South Division tomorrow. So we go into our divisions for the NFL. And don't forget, starting in September, the first Saturday in September, College Football Weekly comes back. And then once college football satisfied, after the bowl games and everything, we go back to the Saturday Sports Blast. So just to let everyone know about that as well. And I'll give you the rundown in our announcement segment here coming up. So, but anyway, all right, let's get into SummerSlam here. We're going to get into the card.
I got one thing to say. What'd you think about Nick Aldis? Was on fire against, when he started coming out. You had the
Gunther,
and Gunther and all of them, and then they just come out.
Well, I did like what Gunther had to say about Sami Zayn, though. He called him all kinds of names.
But Nick Aldis on fire, though, and I did.
I did a
clip on that. you know, the
I
Nick
told
Dirt.
everybody, Brian, about Nick Aldis, and nobody believed me. I stood right next to this man when he was NWA champion. And he was NWA champion not once, but 2 times for 1,000 days.
Wow.
And no one's ever done that. And he was in TNA. He was part of the Main Event Mafia. He also was part of a couple other factions as Magnus. And Nick Aldis is a good wrestler. You know, what have I said? I've been saying this for a long time. Don't poke the bear. Well, it turns out that Gunther poked him all right, and now he's going to get it.
And you know, I noticed something too, Ralph, when they were actually just playing around and everything out there. Right. I noticed that Nick is very quick. He had him in I forgot what it's called, but he had him Gunther in that one quick.
Oh yeah,
it didn't take him long. So Gunther's got to be rethinking what can I do on this match, because.
And another thing, when he was in the Main Event Mafia, guess who was in the Main Event Mafia with him?
Who?
Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Sting, okay, Booker T, Kevin Nash. So you see, he's been around some guys, Nick
exactly.
Aldis. So, you know, and his wife wrestles, Mickie James. She still wrestles in TNA, I think. You know, so, you know, and like I said before, don't be surprised if you see Mickie James sort of kind of get involved a little bit here. You know what I mean in this thing? You know? All right, let's get started here. Night 1.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Hell in a Cell match. The Hell in a Cell match between 2 big behemoths here. In Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. This is the rubber match. They have fought 2 times. They split the matches 1-1. This is the rubber match. Whoever wins is now, but Oba's the king, and so we'll see if he can take down the king of the suplexes, Brock Lesnar, in Suplex City, and Hell in a Cell. Brock's been there before and done that. Oba Femi has not, but I'm hearing stories that Oba Femi's been looking at some film of Hell in a Cell matches so he can get familiar with it. All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, of course. That's a smart move.
No. You got to study your opponent.
Yeah.
Definitely save your opponent on that one, but I think this is going to be, I hope it's not going to be ridiculous. You know how
so do I.
About that. I don't want it to be one of them matches where, you know, it goes into this craziness. You don't have a backstory to this, but I do hope this is a good match, because this one's, I hope it's a good match and not a dirty match, but I just want to see a good Hell in a Cell match. You know, throw them against the ring, throw them against the thing, get out the ring. But we got to always think something major might happen. We don't know what that is yet.
No, we don't.
We don't know what can happen.
The story the story I'm hearing is, Brian, that Paul Heyman is going to be going with Oba Femi, and it's going to be his manager now. So, you know, I don't know what, you know.
You know, you think about what Brock Lesnar did a couple years ago with him destroying the ring. You remember that one?
Yeah.
I mean, it collapsed on the whole entire thing, and they're like, wow, what did this come from? So you never know what's going to happen in SummerSlam with these 2 cage matches. I mean, you know, you never know who's going to interfere too, you know?
That's true. Okay, next.
Brock's always said he's going to retire another champion, so we never know. Yeah,
we'll see what he does. He's going to retire the king, so we'll see. Or at least win the match, beat the king, Oba Femi, who's male king of the ring. All right, the Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence. Now that the score is even, Brian, 3-3. It can't be unless somebody comes out and interferes again. I see the Bellas and Paige winning this match. What do you think?
I do too. I think they're going to win, but you know, I hope it's a good match like the rest of them is, but we'll never know.
But I'm hearing stories that Fatal Influence is going to win and the Bella Twins are going to turn on Paige. I'm hearing that story now.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That could possibly happen. Okay, here's the match of the night. I think it is. I think it's match of the night. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Gunther versus Nick Aldis. I think this is the match of SummerSlam. I'm sorry about the champs. I know they're but I think this one, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody versus CM Punk, isn't bad either. But I like this match. I'm taking Nick Aldis. I think he's going to win this match. I think Gunther's way over his head in what he thinks.
Oh yeah,
he can
unless something majorly happens. We don't know what that majorly happens unless Nick Aldis just gets in a the member to sleep.
Yeah, the sleeper hold. Yeah,
sleeper hold. Yeah. But I want to see how Nick holds up to the Gunther's backhand. That can hurt.
Yeah.
That will hurt anybody.
Oh yeah.
So
don't worry, Nick Aldis got moves of his own. So
yeah, exactly.
And he's very agile. I mean, I've seen him climb up on a top rope, second rope. I've seen him, bring an elbow down from the top rope. So he's very agile. So if you think because he hasn't wrestled for 3 years, he's not capable. He is. All right, next, the Bloodline, the Usos, Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Solo Sikoa. 2 things I think are going to happen in this match.
Okay.
I think Solo's playing games. I think he's going to join the Bloodline and screw over both Royce Keys and LA Knight. That's my feeling on this. I think the Bloodline's going to win, and I think that's what's going to happen. Because right now Solo has nowhere to go. He has no family, nothing.
No, nothing.
So, right.
That can be an interesting, but I'm going to throw something in here. I'm going to throw a stone at this one and see if it actually happens. I think there's going to be something happen to the Usos, and they won't know what to do. Somebody pulls a whammy on them, and it gets them. But you never know what is going to happen. They could turn on both of them.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. I mean, I like your theory, but I just think there's something might happen, or
But I'm taking a Bloodline in this because I don't think LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys can really get along. I really don't see that happening. So Solo don't get along with anybody, and that's
he doesn't do anything.
No. All right, Women's World Championship: Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Now I can't stand Liv Morgan. I can't stand the Judgment Day. I'm hoping that Io can do something here, but Liv Morgan always finds a way to win. So we'll see what happens with this match, Brian. What do you think?
You remember she's cursed.
That's right. That's right.
She is cursed. So is something gonna happen? To her.
Oh yeah.
So
she is cursed.
You don't know unless she wins, and then she says, "I'm not cursed." Oh yeah, you're cursed still. You just got to pay the money for it.
Oh yeah. All right. Next, WWE Championship, Men's Championship: CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. Does Cody get his title back, or do they let CM Punk carry it? What do you think, Brian?
I like to see CM Punk have it again.
That would be nice. Yes, that's why they moved him to SmackDown, because there was too many dogs and one bowl of food in Raw.
I think that would be an interesting with him going against. I'm just going to say this: it would be nice if him and Seth Rollins go at it.
Yeah,
for the titles.
That's going to be interesting.
I would love.
That'll be a Survivor Series probably.
But that would be a good one though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it would be.
If Cody wins it again, who might come? Who's left for Cody to play with? I mean, to wrestle now. If he wins the title, who is he actually going to?
Gunther. You got Sami Zayn again.
Yeah.
Then you got Trick Williams breathing up people's backs if he could even make it past Baron Corbin, which I don't see happening. But we'll talk about that. That's coming up for the second night, and so we'll find out. I mean, we have to wait and see what's going to happen, and then don't forget you got Obafemi. Obafemi's the wild card. He's the king of the ring. He can fight any champion he wants. I don't think he wants Roman Reigns. I don't think he wants to poke that bear. No. So we'll see. If Roman or Seth wins, he may not want to poke that bear. Okay, I don't know
exactly.
So. but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Okay, let's go into night number 2, Sunday night. Both nights they start at 6:00 start time in Minnesota, where the Minnesota Vikings play. It's going to be very interesting to see what's going on with now. They have not sold this out, Brian. They are selling tickets right now for $25 for Peanut Heaven seats. That's how desperate they are to get rid of tickets. Okay, for this. All right. And I've told everybody, and nobody believed me, and now you're seeing it. That SummerSlam has not sold out. Okay?
Because
you're seeing it now.
You saw it last week, Ralph. We talked about it. We talked about it last week about people are not going to buy these tickets unless you have the money to do it.
Right. And it's bad out here right now. I mean, it's really bad. And I don't understand how people pay $700 or $200 to $700 or whatever $100 it is to sit in those front row seats. I have nothing. I want nothing to do with that.
More or less like $1,000 almost.
Yeah. Some of them are just. It's unbelievable.
You get $50 for the top 6.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next Intercontinental Championship to start the night off. Penta versus Chad Gable. This is going to be a great match. This is going to be a really good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Penta's tough. I mean, I've seen him wrestle in AEW. I've seen him wrestle in ROH. I've seen him wrestle in New Japan, AAA. He's a phenomenal wrestler. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a good match, I think. I'm going to put this in my toss-up. I think this is a toss-up. Yeah, I think either one of them could win this. All right. United States Championship. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin.
No.
I'm going to tell you this. They didn't bring Baron Corbin back to lose. Okay, so I'm taking Baron Corbin in this match.
Yeah, I can see it go there. Trick's been one of his selves, and I hope he loses, but I know he's from South Carolina. But that's somewhere we got to go. Something they're gonna,
Oh yeah,
There's just something about him that does not. I think the fans like him, but I don't think he's going. I mean, I think he'll do good, but somehow he's got to lose at least.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to be brought back to reality. Yeah, he has to be brought back to reality. And the reality is that he may lose that match. I think they didn't bring Baron Corbin back for nothing. Trust me when I say that. Best promotion. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. All right, we're good.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about it at all. So, all right, next, Human Money's match on a pole. Danhausen versus Dirty Dom. Oh my gosh.
Oh geez. And
he's been cursed too. Dirty Dom's been cursed. So
yeah.
I think Danhausen's
what is going to happen here?
But, Judgment Day is going to get involved. The little Danhausens are going to be there. You're going to have Joe Hendry. You're going to have Matt Cardona. You're going to have all the ones that like Danhausen all getting involved. It's going to be crazy.
Now I'm going to say something funny here. I'm just going to say something funny. I found something on YouTube, Ralph, and I sent it to you. But some people don't know it. If you go on Facebook, there's a guy that actually did his. I don't know. This is like a fake thing, so I don't know. But what it said that who was it? Oh shoot! Now I forgot his name. No, who always goes after Money in the Bank?
They all do.
I can't think of it. But anyway, one of the guys that wrestles is going to go after the money. He thinks there's going to be money in it, and it's not. And he's going to win the belt. That's what the title or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. R-Truth. That's who it is.
R-Truth.
Yeah. But that's what the fake news was online, that he would actually come and get involved. But I just like this is going to be a crazy match.
Next week,
Danhausen,
Next week we could see a triple threat match between the War Raiders, the Tonga brothers, and R-Truth and Damian Priest next week after
That
what
would be a
happened
weird
tonight.
one.
That I didn't mean to go back to that, but I was just thinking about that. You brought up R-Truth and whatnot. All right, here we go. All right, WWE Championship #1 contenders match: Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Brian.
I feel guilty about talking about. Yeah, the crybaby. Do we have a sound for that one? Do we have a sound for that?
I don't. But I'll tell you what I will do, though. Here's what I will do.
Okay.
I will give him this because he deserves it after all that crying and complaining. All right. He really does deserve this. Hold on. Let me see what. Nope. I would have to do that. I don't have the time to do that right now.
Well, don't worry about it then.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
There you are. That's what Sami Zayn. So,
there we go.
His crying, you get a gong. So
yeah, you get a gong.
That's right. You want to cry like a little baby. Oh my! All right. Next, next 5-way ladder match for the interim. I repeat, interim WWE Women's Championship because Rhea Ripley is hurt. So they have come up with this repeat of AEW called the Interim Championship. Interim Women's Championship. So what's going to happen is they're having a 5-way ladder match. So with that ladder match, there's going to be it's going to be the following people involved in this. All right. Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, Lash Legend. She got the final spot tonight. Lash Legend will be the final person involved in this match. Now, my question is, what happens with this match, Brian? Because here's some scenarios I can paint here. Nia Jax could get involved. She's upset she didn't get in. She got screwed twice. Okay. Would she interfere and be jealous because of Lash Legend getting in it? You understand what I'm getting at? Okay. Yeah. And then don't forget, Charlotte Flair made a few enemies, not just with Jade Cargill. She also made enemies with Nia Jax. Nia Jax could just to screw over Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill. So, things could. That's going to be a match that's going to get out of control, I think. So
it's got too many parts and pieces to move on. It's got too many. Yeah.
But I think Charlotte may win because I think she wants to be another champion. She's 14-time champion. She's trying to become try to tie her dad or at 16 and then I'm told she's going to retire. So we'll find out if that happens. All right, as we go. All right, here we are. The match of the night, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
And it is Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
Interesting.
This to me is a toss-up. I like both guys. I like Roman Reigns. I like the Bloodline. I like Seth Rollins.
I don't know where.
I just knew this was coming, but I didn't know when. And like I said, one bowl of food and too many dogs. So they had to move CM Punk and they had to move Gunther.
Who was actually in the Shield?
It was Dean Ambrose, who is now using his real name, John Moxley, in AEW. It was Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And then
do you think
Triple H filled in once. Triple H filled in once, and Kurt Angle filled in once.
Do you think Ambrose could come into the WWE or make it a surprise?
I keep on hearing that. I keep on hearing his contract's up at the end of this year or sometime this year.
Do you think
stories are going around he's coming back? I don't think so because his wife is still with AEW, and I don't think he wants to leave her behind. I don't know.
Hello, Wayne.
Wayne Moore says hello there, Brian.
Yep. Wayne Moore. He's on my Facebook page.
Thank you, Wayne Moore.
We're good friends. We used to work together a while back. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. Let me check Facebook here, see what's going on, and then we're gonna start wrapping it up here. I got some announcements to make, but yeah, I think this is going to be a toss up. I really can't say who's going to win this match. Roman probably will win it because they want to keep that bloodline thing going. And Seth probably will be in Money in the Bank. If Cody loses, he'll be in Money in the Bank. And now Money in the Bank this year is in September, October, I believe. It's not in it's not where it once was. They moved it. So
they move it around
find
every
out.
year.
Yeah. It's going to be Seth, Cody Rhodes, probably Gunther. I would say maybe Obafemi. Maybe a few other people. I don't know. Money in the Bank could be interesting this year if
it could be
with everyone that's out here, and anybody that loses a title probably will be in it, like Trick Williams maybe, or you know what I mean. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens with this whole thing here. So all right, let me go into Facebook real quick here and see if we have anybody on that's putting a comment that didn't make it onto the comment section here. That does happen sometimes.
That's right. While you're looking for that,
tomorrow we're going to talk. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, while you're looking at that real quick, let me just do a thing here. Please subscribe to me and Ralph. My name is Brian Pettit, and I'm on Sports Break Media. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and all my socials with Sports Break Media. So there you go.
All right, I'm looking to see if we have any comments here in the comment section. No, we do not. Not on either page at this moment. So there you are. All right. Don't forget to look at the ticker tape below. Sponsorship advertising available. RalphWilliams737@gmail.com. Very affordable rates. I have radio shows all across the country. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Delmarva region down here. We're broadcasting from Studios 10 in Berlin, Maryland. We're in Studio B tonight here at Studios 10 in Berlin, Maryland. So just to let everyone know that as well. And tomorrow we'll be in Studio A for the Sports Blast show tomorrow with myself, Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit, and Leo Haggerty. We're working on some glitches here. We're going to be on Restream tomorrow, not on StreamYard here because of some technical issues that keep coming up all the time on Saturday morning. I don't know what's going on, but that keeps on happening. All right. Tomorrow morning, Brian, you have any final thoughts on the SummerSlam lineup here before we go into announcements?
I hope it's going to actually be a good one, this whole weekend. So you got a lot of things.
I think the card is good. I mean, I like the card.
I think the card is excellent.
Both cards. Both
cards. But
both cards.
There's a lot of, like we said at the beginning, and I'm going to say it again, a lot of moving parts that's going to happen. We don't know what Triple H and them behind the stage has got. Because we know, they've already got the match card, but you never know what's going to go sideways. The wrong hit can turn it all sideways.
Oh, yeah. And also don't forget our QR code at the top if you want to participate in the show as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all of our channels. In fact, we're going to do that right now. Pensman Sports, don't forget to like and subscribe his stuff, as well as don't forget about Brian Pettit and the Sports Break Media. I believe this is it right here. Yep, there we go. No, that's not it. That's not it at all.
Nope,
that's not it at all. That's the wrong one. Well, we still got to put that up anyway. But
there we go.
All right, there it is. Sports Break Media and Brian Pettit. Don't forget to participate in his things, in his shows that he has. He does a lot of live streaming of NASCAR and also Clemson season coming up this year. Baseball season is winding down. Football's getting started in the NFL. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff between the three of us. We got the NFL coming up this year, and we got some UFL news tomorrow too. Wait till you hear this, folks.
By the way, also
you guys are going to love this one. Wait till you hear this tomorrow, folks. A heartbreaker. I didn't expect this to happen, Brian, but we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So,
and by the way, we might have a game next Thursday. Don't forget. I think we got a game in the NFL, but it's preseason. Ralph, on the 6th of August.
That's a big story. Oh, that's the Hall of Fame game.
Yes, we do.
That's the Hall of Fame game. I forgot about that. Wow, I wonder who's playing in that. I didn't even look to see who was playing in that. Oh my!
Yeah,
wow. Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
Yeah.
So, all right, folks, let's get into our announcements here so we can. All right, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., the start of the Ralph Williams Saturday, 93.5 The Beach, down here in the Delmarva region, 50,000 watts of power, and the Ralph Williams Show, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., lots to talk about. I'm working on getting a reporter on from WBOC News, or I'm working on getting somebody on from the OC Dispatch to talk about the fight and lawsuits between the Episcopal Church in Ocean City versus the city of or the government of Ocean City in a lawsuit that both parties are filing back and forth. This has been a bickering situation. It's in regards to the church having a homeless shelter there. I have mixed emotions about that. I don't like the idea that the city's picking on the Lord's home, the church, but the church is not following protocol and guidelines of the city's stuff. And I understand that Ocean City they're having enough trouble with teen takeovers. They don't need trouble with bad homeless people, because I brought that up on a show a couple weeks ago where I had a segment about homeless, Brian, where I talked about bad homeless people, good homeless people, and people who are just down on their luck homeless people. You know what I mean? There's three different types of homeless, and I know they want them out, and I get it, but this church is doing what Jesus and God said to do, and that's help other people, help people that are down on their luck. And even though some of these people are criminals, they're down on their luck, and in this country we have failed on that whole thing. But I'm not going to go into that tonight because I don't feel like it. All right, but we have failed on that whole thing. So all right, let's get into tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12:50 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial, the Ralph Williams Show here. Due to technical issues last Sunday, the Sunday morning, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., the Ralph Williams Tony Moreno Show will rebroadcast last week's 2 hours of the show because of the power outage. We were unable to put the show on. So 12:50 was unable to put the show on. But here's the banner for tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in to the Ralph Williams Show, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 12:50 The Answer. And then also, don't forget on Sunday, we have 12:50 The Answer, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The Ralph Williams Show with co-host Tony Moreno. The shows that were the 2 hours that were supposed to go on last week because of the power outage will go on this week. Next week, Tony and I will be back with some new stuff. We have our guest will be Bob Weissmantle, who is the new Republican chairman for Allegheny County's Republican Party. He's on for hour number 2 with us. So just want to let you know that. And then tomorrow on the Ralph Williams Show from 8 to 9 a.m., my guest is Jim Allenbogen, former Allegheny County councilman. He comes on. We're going to be talking about city government, city politics, also city council, county council, and the woman, our county executive who can't find her way out of a paper bag. We're going to be talking about her tomorrow as well on the Ralph Williams Show with Jim Allenbogen. All right. Also at 10 a.m., don't forget about the Sports Blast, Saturday Sports Blast Show.
We got a lot of things to talk about tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we do. Lots to talk about tomorrow morning. It's with myself, Ralph Williams, the revolutionary, the visionary, and also with Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit here, and Leo Haggerty from Amped Up Sports. We have a lot to talk about. UFL news. Wait till you hear this disappointing stuff. I'm very, very disappointed in the UFL, and I'm disappointed in the city of Birmingham, Alabama. Shame on you. Shame on you for not showing up for games.
And Ralph, if we have time tomorrow, I want to give y'all, also just let y'all know that the Madden 2027 ratings are out. Who is number one? So the NFL ratings for the NFL game that's coming out in late August, you'll stay tuned to that because probably a lot of people have already seen that or not. But we'll just kind of go over the ratings, what you think they are if you haven't heard them. And also, there's a treat that I'm going to discuss, a new girls baseball team, but we'll get into that tomorrow.
Yeah, professional women's baseball. I like
yes.
that. Yeah.
So stay tuned to that. So we got some big news on that one too.
Yeah, so, women's sports is becoming very popular nowadays, and
yes, they are.
You know, so it started with World Cup. It worked its way down. Women's lacrosse, women's basketball. I mean, the WNBA struggling, but you know what? They still got a fan base. They got some players now, you know, that are faces and you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, and then last but not least, 2 to 3 p.m. tomorrow, the Sports Corner Radio Show with me, Ralph Williams, the Revolutionary, the Visionary, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. Our guest, Ray Fittipaldo from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. He will be talking to us live from Steeler training camp to tell us what's going on in Steeler training camp so far with Mike McCarthy and the gang. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting conversation with Ray tomorrow. He covers them for the Post-Gazette. Next week, I'm working on getting Bill Hillgrove on, the play-by-play guy for the Pitt Panthers football team, to see what Pitt's up to this year. I call Pat Narduzzi 8-4 Pat, because it's going to be 8-4 again or 7-5. We'll go to some Dinky Bowl and you know, and stuff. Alan Green, the athletic director. I'm not going to go into it tonight, but I am doing this though. But I have my headset on tonight, so I can't really do it. Actually, well, no, I can't really do it. Oh wait, maybe I can. Hold on. Nope, I can't. I can't get to my fedora hat. I am going around. I'm taking a collection to buy out Pat Narduzzi's contract, and I'm also starting a GoFundMe page to buy out Pat Narduzzi's contract so that Pitt will fire him and get him out. So there you go. I'm doing that. That's my goal. So, you know.
There you go.
And I'm contributing $1 to the cause. So
there you go.
All right. But anyway, that's that and then don't forget Sunday, once again, the Ralph Williams, Tony Moreno show, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on 1250 a.m. The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial. Don't forget, we're playing the shows that didn't air last Sunday. We got 30 minutes into the first show, and then the power went out because I was listening to it, and I said to my wife, I said, the power, something happened here. I can't get this anymore. And then I come to find out there was a power outage. So the second hour was unable to play, and the second half hour of the first hour did not play. So I hope everybody understood that. So tomorrow, the shows from last week will be re-aired. So just to let everyone know about that as well. Also, don't forget, I have a special coming up on August it's the week of August 17th. That's Saturday. I have a special. I'm doing a special cab driving show. I'm going to talk to everybody about when I drove a cab, and then that Sunday for the 2 hours we have the Cab and the Cop, which is me and Tony Moreno. Tony used to be a cop. We're going to be airing that, and we're also going to be airing another special. My wife Rhonda joins me for a customer service show. We're going to talk about our combined 70 years between the two of us. 70 years in customer service between the two of us. So we're going to
hear that one. That's going to be interesting.
Oh yes, it's going to be very interesting, Brian. That's a great show. That's going to be our special for that week. I'm taking off from media the week of August the 17th because my wife is going in for surgery for a hernia, and I will be taking off from media altogether that whole week. So I want to let everyone know there'll be no RW Media Production shows at all that entire week, radio or TV or here on social media. All right. So someday we'll get back into TV if some public access channel picks me up or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, Brian, any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Nope. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Thank you, Brian, for being part of the program. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channels. Until tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on social media. And don't forget the Ralph Williams Saturday tomorrow radio here. Don't forget that tomorrow. Sunday, don't forget about the and then tomorrow, immediately following or 15 minutes after the first night of SummerSlam will be the Ralph Report here, Wrestling Edition, post SummerSlam show. So night number 1. So we'll be on tomorrow. It'll be myself and Brian, possibly Pensman, and we'll see what's going on. Maybe Smoking Jim. I'm going to reach out to him, see if he wants to come on we'll go from there. So, all right. But anyway, Brian, thank you for being part of the program. We'll talk to you tomorrow for shows tomorrow. And until next time, by all means, please be safe. Thank you for tuning in.